Welcome to All Signs Tarot 1111. Thank you for being here with me today. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. This reading today is from December 7th to the 13th. Just going to do a pre-shuffle here, and I'm going to do all the signs here today. 2 more shuffles. And hopefully my audio is good. I'm buying a new microphone. It's on its way. For the sign of Aries, December 7th to the 13th. Let's go. What do we need to know for the sign of Aries for December 7th to the 13th, 2025? Hard work, heavy burdens, following through with something to the end. You're almost there. Wands are action. Taking action. It's a heavy load though. Rest. Rest when you can. Meditation. Yes, it's resting, retreating, prayer, meditation. The Star card, healing, which goes with this card, right? Resting, healing. Pouring into yourself instead of, it could be other people burdening you with wanting you to do things for them. It's okay to say no, do stuff for yourself, pour back into yourself. What else does Aries need to know? Walking away. So walking away from disrespect or situations that don't serve you. It's okay to walk away. Walking away from unhealthy situations, which is self-love. Yeah, moving. This is moving into calmer situations, leaving something behind. These 2 cards go hand in hand. So you're going through some healing. Number 10, number 4. Star cards number 17. These numbers could be significant to you. Number 8 and number 6. So new ideas, new communication, Page of Swords. It's the beginning of something that has to do with thoughts, communication. Light bulb moments. Some say that it's a spying card. What else? Clarify the Page of Swords. Clarify. Oh. Yeah. The Fool. Taking a leap of faith. So the little sack there that he's carrying, we don't know what's in it. So keeping your ideas and your thoughts to yourself. But there's a new beginning. He's holding a white rose. Keep it pure. If you keep it quiet into yourself, nobody can put their negativity on it or towards you. Mountains or stability, taking a leap of faith. It's a new beginning. And a lot of yellow, stepping into your power. That's the solar plexus chakra. What is crossing Aries? What challenges does Aries have? Ooh. Keeping boundaries, setting boundaries. 7 of Wands. Set boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Communicate clearly what your boundaries are. Taking action. Yeah, creating something. Keep it close to your heart. Keep it quiet for now. This could be contracts, building plans. You're just at the beginning of creating something. Hiring a contractor or an architect. Do you know what I mean? Like making plans for a home or whatever it is. It has to do with creating. Creating a masterpiece. There was 2 cards that came up, but they flipped and they didn't really make sense to me for this reading. Celebration. So it could be celebrating a wedding, celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, by the way, Sagittarius. So there's 3 people here and there's 3 people here. So could be a reunion. So you could be making plans to reunite, or planning a wedding, or planning some sort of celebration. Maybe it's for Christmas. You could be planning on leaving somebody behind because you're walking away from something that's burdening you. And the bottom of the deck, the Tower. So a sudden change in plans. Okay. Now we will do Taurus. Sorry about the noise. I am getting a new microphone and my table is very noisy. Taurus. Holding back, holding on to something. Saving. Could be saving money. Could be feeling like lack, like you're lacking, so you're holding on to it tightly. The Knight of Coins, something might have a slow start, so you're trying to save, trying to listen to your intuition. This could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And coins are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Communication. So somebody might be like holding back communication or slow to communicate. So you're trying to use your intuition, trying to figure out why. Sorry. It'll the Ace of Swords could be a new communication, clarity, or victory, or breakthrough. What does Taurus need to know right now? December 7th to the 13th, 2025. What does Taurus need to know right now? Maybe you need to take your time with something and hold back and use your intuition, and then there will be a victory, or holding back. Hold back communication. So, not saying anything. Don't say anything. Because there's going to be conflict, competition. Fives are also change. Use your intuition. That's what I'm getting. Hold back. Go slow. Slow down. Balancing the head and the heart, partnership, but it has to do with the opposites, right? Masculine and feminine. Venus. Conflict in partnerships. Could be business. That's too many. Leave a comment in the comments below and tell me where you're from. Too many. Come on. What do we need to know for Taurus? Okay, here we go. Knight of Cups. So, Knight of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Knight of Cups could be a new message, love message, or somebody that's younger. The Lovers. And there's water there, so it could be emotional or, yeah, new messages. Yeah, look at that. Messages and love. That you're holding back, or somebody is, and taking their time. There's like lots of cups and coins here. Communication and my cards just went everywhere. Lots of yellows and blues. So yellow has to do with power. It has to do with your power. So powerful communication. Maybe somebody could be competing for this person's attention. Balance again. Sagittarius. Healing. Patience. Be patient. Oh, and the World card. So could be somebody that is on the other side of the world. It could be somebody that's on the internet. Let me see. The internet could be an ending and a new beginning, completion. Yeah. And bottom of the deck, moving forward from this is my moving card, so maybe somebody's packing up and moving to the other side of the world. I am so excited to get my new microphone. Can't wait. Okay. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini today? From December 7th until the 13th, 2025. For the sign of Cancer. I'm trying to do this as quiet as I can. Okay. 2 cards just flew out. So, creating. So it could be house plans, designs, creating anything really. And this is the creating something, and you might have to leave something behind here. Whoops. Right here. Looking back. Took as many as you could, and you're exiting, or somebody's being sneaky. Sorry. 3 of Swords. So somebody's not being very honest. Well, I don't like readings like that. Let's, what's positive? What's good? What's good? What's good? Okay. Endings. Could be heartbreak, something painful that you're going through, but there's a new beginning here. And you have strength. You have the strength. So, and we all do. We all go through this kind of stuff. Maybe not every single person on this planet, but okay. That's too many. Gemini. The Lovers. So partnership. To me, this is healing too, and balancing the masculine and the feminine. And Venus, the card of Venus. Finding the strength to heal, and then you'll find once you heal, you'll find a stable relationship or be in one partnership. Page of Swords, communication. Light bulb moment, ideas. This has to do with thoughts, communication. It's something new. Page is always like young energy or new. I think I'm getting a cold, or I'm allergic to something. Okay, so Gemini. A few more cards for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know for the month of December? December 7th to the 13th, 2025. Is there anything else, Spirit? Okay, what am I not getting here? Okay, so there's 3 people. The 3 of Coins is creativity. 7 of Swords is sneaky behavior. 3 of Swords is heartbreak or something to do with the heart. Could be a heart attack, because the 10 of Swords is the death card. New beginnings. Things over with. taming, learning, growing, healing, finding balance, communication. Maybe somebody communicated with you about someone if they were cheating, possibly. Yeah. Somebody came in fast and left fast. They say what starts quickly will end quickly. Okay, there's a lot of fear, sleepless nights, stress, anxiety, maybe about money or a new beginning. Everything always works out, and just concentrate on good things. Keep monitoring your thoughts, because thoughts become things, right? The more we worry, the more we create more worry, more things to worry about. So think about positive things, and how you're going to, this is creating, right? So create from a place of being calm, so that you can gather your thoughts and get the proper thing going. And also getting it, if you're depressed, get yourself out of bed. I know that's hard sometimes when you're upset and things are not good. Get out of bed. Go shower. Brush your teeth. Just start with the small things. Make yourself eat. Let yourself cry. But then, tell yourself, okay, I'm going to let myself cry for 5-10 minutes, and then gather your strength, right? Everything happens for you, not to you. And it happens from you. So everything that happens to us or around us, we create it. Literally, we create our own crap. So we just have to figure out how or why. And it might not have been from this lifetime. It could have been from a past life, or a repetitive pattern that we haven't healed from childhood trauma. Cancer. What do we need to know for the sign of Cancer? December 7th to the 13th, 2025. For the sign of Cancer. Okay. So this could be new love, or somebody that's younger. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be a traveling card, because he's got wings on his helmet. Could be flying somewhere near water or mountains, desert possibly. Could be a new love offer. For the sign of Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Oh. Feeling guarded. Wounded warrior. Holding back a little bit. Healing from something, he looks pretty wounded. Wounded from past love. So you're kind of guarded. Yeah. Queen of Swords, like, mess with me and I will cut your head off. Kind of. What does Cancer need to know? December 7th. Okay, maybe I'm not getting something here. So maybe a new love offer. Oh, yeah. The Emperor. A mature man or woman. Aries. Stable. Root chakra is red. In their power, yellow. Could be somebody that's in business or a leadership role. So stepping into your power. But wise. Be wise. Put the sword down. The Emperor could be like a mentor or a counselor. Celebrating and reuniting. Celebration or you reuniting. Okay. Your reading is not making sense to me, so let me know in the comments if it makes sense to you, because so holding back, holding on to something. Somebody's holding back. Or maybe you're being guided to hold back from celebrating something just yet. Whoa. Okay. Feeling trapped. But you're not really trapped. It's an illusion. And it's in the mind. It's only in your head. Ask for help. There's somebody that will and can help you in some way, somehow. Even if it's going to a church. If you feel like you don't have anybody, go to a church and ask for help. It's like feeling trapped, holding back. Or, well, she's blindfolded too, but she could take the blindfold off. It's something that you're not seeing because you don't want to see it. Okay? This doesn't make sense to me. Okay, a sudden change, the Tower. Something wasn't built on a sturdy foundation, or there's going to be a big change happening. Hopefully you're going to rip that blindfold off and see everything for how it really is. But everything that happens, we need to go inside and look. Like, how did I create this? How did I create this? What steps did I miss? There we go. Be the magician. You have all the tools that you need. Just work your magic. Doing what you love and loving what you do. It's manifesting. Feeling stuck, feeling fearful, holding back. Celebrating your wins, all the positive, like being positive. Creating, and this is wish fulfillment. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. That was a little bit confusing, but maybe it'll resonate with some people. Okay. Leo. What do we have for Leo for the month of December, 7th to the 13th, 2025? For the sign of Leo. Judgment. So, resurrecting something. Judgment. Oh, Judgment. Ace of Cups is a new beginning, something emotional, peaceful. So you could be restarting an old relationship that might have ended. Maybe a relationship with yourself. A dove and like a communion bread there in the picture. It could be like communion, you know. Archangel Gabriel, I believe, is in the Judgment card, the number 20. Might represent something. She has a trumpet, so something to do with sound, teaching, learning, marriage, Taurus, a new idea, communication. So this Judgment might be something to do with like a past love of something that you love to do, and now you, or yeah, something that you love to do and you now want to teach. If it's a relationship, then it's communication, brand new communication, ideas, thoughts, getting your ideas sorted out, maybe brainstorming, passion, something that you're passionate about, adventurous. Ooh, that was loud. Sorry. Some readers see it as a player energy, fiery. The fire horse is the next Chinese zodiac for this coming year in 2026. The fire horse. Okay. So, he's not happy. Dissatisfaction, discontent. That's the Four of Cups. This is the Three of Wands. So, waiting for your ships to come in. This could be travel or like waiting for a shipment, a business adventure, waiting for your freight to come in. Independent, single, but doing well financially. And one more for the sign of Leo. Setting boundaries. Knowing what your no's are, right? Sticking to them. Okay, Leo. That, your guys' readings, well, yours and Cancer's are not making sense to me, but let's see. I know when Spirit, like, knows that I'm not getting it or saying it properly, because I won't get a new card until I, like, pick up on something in that card. So... what do we have for the sign of Virgo? Spirit. Sign of Virgo. December 7th. Oh, Virgo's walking away from something. There's a moon on the card. Something's you know, divine feminine, something's hidden, emotional. Cups are water, hidden emotions, hidden. Yeah, this is like walking away. Maybe doing it secretively. What does Virgo need to know? Maybe this is going to be happening the next full moon. Oh, okay. And when I said moon, I got the High Priestess. So secretively, like I said, right? Yeah, like this. Woo. Okay, so something secretively, somebody with initial B or J. The number 2, the High Priestess has to do with intuition. The High Priestess. The reason why they used to call them the High Priestess is because, you know, they would get high and then have all these visions, maybe. And then there's the 2 pillars. One's black, one's white. So that has to do with yin and yang and balance. Divine feminine, the moon goddess. Oh, that one doesn't make sense. Okay, here we go. King of Swords, somebody cold, the Ice King, somebody that's more intellectual instead of being emotional. They're analytical, somebody analyzing. There we go, this is flowing better. This is coming out for a lot of the signs. Being creative, creating something. Being secretive about something that you're creating. The World card, something on the internet. It could be in a different country. It could be something that's ending. Something that you're creating that you could sell to the world. Boy. Flying, flight. There's 2 knights here, so the player card, in and out, fast in and out. This card is like air travel, flying. So maybe in this card right now to me is the Fire Horse, which is the 2026 Chinese zodiac. So you could be traveling the world, flying. Be careful. And another thing I just got was air feeds fire, right? So be careful of fiery communication, possibly. What else does Virgo need to know? Something could be like super passionate. Maybe you have 2 choices. Maybe these people are younger than you. Something's hidden and you're walking away from something. Completion. Yeah, completion. Death card just popped out. Scorpio. Something started passionately, quickly, and then fizzled out quickly. new beginning, transformation in the world. Cards are flying everywhere. Okay, so Divine Feminine, silver. The moon is silver energy. Something hidden, emotions, subconscious, something deep, subconscious mind, right? Partnerships, love, maybe that's what you want. Do you want a partnership? You want love? This is also divine masculine and feminine. So balance, right? Equal. Staying single. You'll do better on your own if you're single, and you have less to lose if you stay single. Or risk of losing something, right? What do we have for the sign of Libra for December 7th till the 13th, 2025? For the sign of Libra. The card sticking out right there. Queen of Swords. Somebody that can cut with their tongue. Ideas, thoughts, communication. Intellectual. Waiting for something to grow. So it's like, let's see. Hanged Man, looking at something with a different perspective. Okay, so with these three cards, oh boy, hang on. These three cards. Okay, so instead of being harsh about something, you know, and so cutting, this is time, like taking your time. Something's growing. It takes time for something to grow, right? This card, the Hangman, is looking at things from a different perspective. So maybe you can see somebody else's point of view instead of just looking at something from your own point of view and then being upset or angry about it. So it can bring understanding. I'm wondering if that resonates with you. Okay. Well, the Hanged Man and the Four of Coins, so holding back, right? Being more grounded. Because the Hangman is like, he's up in the air, he's stuck, right? But enlightenment, the glow around his head. And the Hanged Man, I believe, is Pisces. Hangman is Pisces. What do we need to know for the sign of Pisces? Okay, here we go. Okay, this is coming out for a lot of the signs. So the swords are communication, thoughts, ideas, So new communication, the page is like young. So it's new. The beginning of communication. So you might start communicating with someone. Or you have a new idea. This new idea you're holding back because you don't want anybody to know about it. Just keep it close to your heart. It's something that you're still growing. Could be an invention that you just thought of and you're in the beginning stages of creating it. 9 of Pentacles. So independent, somebody that's living a good, healthy life, staying single and undistracted so you can focus on whatever it is that you're creating, which is a good idea. Libra. What else does Libra need to know? One card at a time. There we go. Lovers. So, Venus. Balance, right? Masculine and feminine. And to me, that's creation, because the masculine, the negative, positive energy creates a spark, right? So it's something that's amazing. That's amazing. I like that card. Yeah. Balance. The scales are there. Having enough to give. Yeah, having enough to give. Some tarot cards show that it's breadcrumbing, but if this has to do with a relationship, you're waiting for something to grow, but something's being stalled. Somebody's holding back. Somebody wants to stay single, but spying. And breadcrumbing, creating confusion, or having several options and being a player. If it's not that and it has to do with the business or something that you're creating, you have lots of different ideas and taking action. Hello, Scorpio. How are you guys today? I'm going to be reading, this reading is for December 7th to the 13th, 2025. December 7th to the 13th, 2025 for Scorpio. So, recovering from something, you know, you survived it, but there's some wounds there. A little bit of guardedness. Number 9. Aries, Leo, Sag. From some sneaky behavior, or, you know, maybe you're needing to get away from something that could be possibly harmful. Ooh. Heartbreak. Pay attention to your actual heart conditions, or third-party situations where somebody was being sneaky. What else does Scorpio need to know? This is just a general reading. It doesn't have to do with relationships particularly. This has to do with balance, victory. This may have to do with a vehicle, traveling. What's with these cards? Okay, so this could be a lawyer, somebody that's analytical, somebody that's in the justice system. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here's the Scorpio card, death card, transformation, new beginnings. Too many. There we go. King and Queen of Swords. So oh boy. Okay. Death is walking away from, they're looking away from each other. So maybe a relationship is transforming. Could be an ending. Healing, balance, temperance, Sagittarius card. The Queen of Swords can be like somebody that has her guard up, like she's got her hand out and her sword up, so don't mess around. She could be somebody that speaks very cutting with her mouth, like with her words. This is communication. So it could be healing from that, you know, being patient. Sag. Page of Wands, communication, taking action, something new, the very beginning of something. Something that was like rough, but moving out of that into more calm communication. Again, swords. There's lots of swords in your reading. Okay, so yeah, moving on to something better. Okay, Scorpio, I hope that makes sense to you. Maybe you're moving away from that, traveling away, driving away. I think relationships are mirrors, you know? They help us heal trauma. The other person mirrors back what we need to heal. Sagittarius. That's too many. Saggy. December 7th to the 13th, 2025. Ooh, the World card. So completing something or the internet. The world. Communication with the world. Slow. Something that's slow moving. Somebody younger. Possibly. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It's a steady, somebody that's stable, steady. Earth. Having the world in the palm of your hands. Ooh. Maybe something could be ending because somebody's taking too much time and making the other person feel like they're left out in the cold when they just can go right inside. It has to do with wounds. Somebody's wounded. Juggling. Trying to find balance. New love, new beginnings. Moving card, moving away from something that was, you know, rough seas, instability, moving on to something better, a new beginning. So maybe in the past there was an ending where you were feeling left out in the cold, something that was moving too slowly, making you feel like you were out of balance, and you're healing from that. Healing your emotions. Yeah. Feeling, so 2 5s or 5 5 is change. Feeling left out in the cold, crying over spilt milk. Balancing emotions. Swords, 6 of Swords. So this has to do with balance too, and because you have to balance when you're in a boat. The thoughts, and then when we have these negative thoughts or painful thoughts, we feel, you know, our thoughts create our feelings. There's 2 cups standing behind him. All he has to do is turn around, you know? So that means like changing your perspective about something. Subconscious. So what's hidden in the subconscious from childhood trauma, or this has to do with emotions as well. The moon energy is feminine, something hidden that will be enlightened, illuminated. Subconscious mind, something in the subconscious. Triggers. What else? Fantasy, or something new, that's something emotional, right? Like there's never a fish really in a cup. Seeing something that others don't, possibly intuitively. That's what I have for you, Sag. Capricorn. Capricorn, December 7th till the 13th of 2025. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius card. Chance, luck, fate. The World card. So something to do with the world, or the internet. completion. Queen of Swords, so something intellectual. The mind, the thoughts, communication. You could be communicating with somebody over the internet, email. Not looking at what's being offered or what is being offered. You're not quite happy with it. Competition. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, so a spark between masculine and feminine, balance, the Lovers, Archangel Gabriel. So the spark of something, a new beginning, something creative that may be on the internet. Maybe this has to do with teaching. Something that brings stability, the King of Pentacles. And I apologize, this microphone picks up everything, so you can probably hear my furnace. Okay. No, it's not resonating with me. Communication. So there's 2 communication cards. Maybe there's a struggle of communication. There could be distance, long distance. It might have to do with business. New beginnings. Communication, it could be like intuitive. Money, something to do with money. Everything has to do with money. Aquarius, December 7th to the 13th for Aquarius. I think everybody is like really on a big kick for manifesting stuff, learning how to manifest. Aquarius, December 7th to the 13th. So there's a fish in the cup, Page of Cups. So maybe this has to do with a new idea that you have. This might be fantasy. Cups are emotions. Healing, meditation. Maybe you're having visions during your meditation, right? Seeing things. Working at your craft. Working on healing. Family. Working on having a happy family. Maybe you work from home. Maybe you work with your family. This is new beginnings emotionally and financially. Maybe there's a wedding. communion. Or maybe there's something that you're wanting to do is get married, create a family, setting boundaries, healthy boundaries, and learning about what that looks like. Standing your ground. Maybe in the past you've experienced not such good things that you're healing from, and you've worked on yourself. So now you have certain boundaries in place for the next relationship. Somebody that's passionate, creative, somebody that has charisma, intuitive. Some people say there's secrets, there's the moon, subconscious, balance. And underneath, the star, healing. Healing from childhood wounds and new beginnings. I hope that resonated with you guys. And the next is Pisces. There is so much static in the air, and my hair is literally driving me crazy. And I can't put it up. I won't put it up because I get headaches. So, here I am, dealing with it. Okay, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces, please, Spirit? What do we have for the sign of Pisces for December 7th to the 13th? Ace of Cups. New emotional beginning. Love. Self-love. A new love. Your heart and maybe there's like your heart is overflowing with happiness and joy and love. The Lovers. So the masculine and feminine, bring them together. There's a spark or birth, right? The birth of something new. Gemini. Aw, an inheritance, family, building a legacy for your family. Grandparents, there's wisdom, there's pets and children and maybe receiving an inheritance or starting a new family. There could have been a death in the family and you're receiving an inheritance. My condolences if that's the case. 10 is new beginnings. 2 10s, 10 10, on off, on off. I see 10 10 all the time on the clock. Capricorn. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Well, this might have to do with addictions, something unhealthy, or Capricorn season. January, December 21st. Intuition, the High Priestess, something hidden. The Moon, feminine. Initials B or J. Something being illuminated. New child, birth. Moving forward. Seeds planted, harvest, Leo season. Finding balance. You know, there's the ships in the ocean or sea, and it's really rocky, so you're trying to find your balance. You know, the sun is creation. Something hidden brought to light. The Emperor is a businessman, an older man, Aries. Somebody that's authoritative, possibly. One more for Pisces. And two more came out. So the King of Pentacles, so financially, somebody that's financially stable. Somebody that saves. And this could be somebody, this is an older man. This could be communication or new love offer. It could be traveling, flying, traveling for a reunion, celebration, family reunion, a wedding, maybe a funeral, unfortunately. Okay, so this is Oracle of the Seven Energies, and it's by Colette Baron Reed, and I'm going to read one card for the collective. One card for the collective for December 7th to the 13th, please, Spirit. Oh. A power move. Number 15, which reduces to a 6. Okay, there's a lock and a key. Chess. There we go. Okay. Key concepts: actions, movement with purpose, effort, putting into motion or your intention, making choices from an empowered and thoughtful place, positive change. Take time to rest. Oh, sorry. The time for rest is over. Change is in the air. This is a powerful time when deliberate action is needed to move your intentions out of the realm of thought and into material, from ideas into action. How do you approach your relationship to the invisible world as it influences the visible? Do you see the relationship? Do you recognize yourself as a unique whole and worthy being who has a special place in the world, whose offerings are valuable, and whose life has meaning? You are a mighty co-creator, so step into that power and see your intentions manifest in the world. Real positive change is possible when You make choices from an authentic sense of self and take conscious steps toward your dreams. Take steps towards your intended experience. Start first with the way you think. Let curiosity be the focus now, and display a willingness to discover new things instead of confirming your past experiences. Be open, be clear about your motives and desires, and set your intentions. Then step into the magic just waiting for you to claim it. Traveling, moving, flowing, flying, whatever describes the changes in your life. Know that these are called for now. Act with thoughtfulness and awareness. And remember to be true to yourself. What is called for now is doing the thing that needs to be done. All will be better than well. What an exciting time indeed. Yay! That was beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate everybody being here. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share. Join me on another reading. I'm just starting this channel, and I have another channel called Cycles of Evolution, which is talking about spiritual things, helping, learning, teaching about a lot of different things. And I'm just starting, so bear with me on that. It'll get better. Anyways, thank you. Have a great day.